What's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. I have a very strong play in the NBA for today that I'm gonna hook you guys up with in this video. But first, I wanted to show you guys the posters that for the points, rebounds, and assists, also for the shots on goal. These are not final plays on the player props, but it's strong indications on the players that you should be looking at because they have strong streaks. I'm also going to show you this live betting tool that I created last night. It's already won some money for me yesterday. I'm going to put that up on the SharpEdge as part of that tool. And I want to give thanks to one of the viewers from YouTube, actually. His name is Scott, so I really do appreciate you. He gave me the framework for this, and it was something that I've been thinking about, but not the way that he said it. And I'm going to show you what that is. So stay tuned for that. It's very, very good information. So I have a lot of good, solid information for you guys. Stay tuned. If you haven't done so, guys, make sure you subscribe. We post these posters every single day inside the posts of YouTube. So these are not final plays. These are just strong streaks. So for example, this guy Shamet, he's got 3 games in a row where he's hit this line and so on. Sometimes there's a lot more than this, but today it just seems there's less games. So there's less players. Again, these are not final plays. These are just strong streaks. And if you want to take a screenshot, that's up to you. Again, these are just strong streaks. Same thing with the shots on goal. Now you can see this guy Rinzel for the Blackhawks. He's hit this 1.5 line shots on goal, 8 straight games in a row. Obviously, like I said, you want to do your own research. These are not final plays. You want to take a look at, for example, how good the defense is against their position and stuff like that. So there's other things you need to consider instead of just taking these blindly. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is something called the Sharp Plays. They're actually in the SharpEdge. Without me touching anything else, these have been hitting at a 62% hit rate. And we've been tracking it every single day for this month. And anything that's over 7.5, as you can see right there, 7.5 or an 8 confidence, we post them inside the Discord and inside the SharpEdge. And we've been tracking them. And like I said, without me touching anything else, they've been hitting at a 62% hit rate. So for example, today, NBA analysis is telling me to look at the Memphis versus Brooklyn on the under. So the first play I want to look at, it's saying that the under on the total for Memphis and Brooklyn, the line is currently at a 222.5, and this is a nuclear play, and the confidence level is very high. You can see it's a 9.5 right there. Next play you should be looking at is the Clippers on the spread, and it's saying you can get the line at a +1.5, and that's strong with a confidence level of 8.0. I don't like that game. I don't always go with these plays, but this is just strong indications on where you should be looking. All right, so I'm not going to get into all the details today. I normally go through this entire slate and give you all the numbers here. I'm just going to tell you the one I'm going with right here, which is the Brooklyn Nets and the Grizzlies. So if we do the math right here, this is 220 total. You can see the opening line was 228. It's currently at a 222. So this line dropped 6 points, and the projections are showing that it's going to be on 220, which is way lower than the opening line. One of these indications that I don't like, it does say that Brooklyn Nets over the last 9 games have gone on the over. But again, that would be considered going on the over of this line right here of 222. We're not looking at that. Another negative indication I don't like is that it does say 68% on defense, 78% on defense over here. So I don't like that because what that means is they're going to be allowing a lot of points. So that's 2 negative things that you need to be aware of, is that Brooklyn has gone on the over 88% in the last 9 games. The defense are just trash for both teams. And then this is what actually convinced me that I should be looking on the under. I'm going to tell you the exact line that I'm taking, so there's no guessing. But this is the reason I went with this. If you look at these this injury report, I can't even fit it on this page. I have to scroll down to show you all the different injuries. The Grizzlies are pretty much going with the G League right here. They're missing pretty much all their starters. And I can't even tell you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 different players on the injury report. For the other side, you got the Nets. They got 3 different players on the injury report. So this is a very heavily written injury game. 13 total injuries. And like I said, the line is dropping 6 different points. And besides that, this is a very strong reverse line move. If 85% of the bets and 81% of the money is coming in on the over, why is this line shifting all the way down like that? So what I did is I actually bought it back to the original line of 228.5. The reason I did that is because of that heavy over trend. But I still wanted to get the, I didn't want to pay this juice, but obviously I'm going to pay it. because I want to get that original opening line. I do like it at the original opening line. I don't mind paying the juice to get that extra cushion. If you don't want to pay this extra juice, then parlay it with something else. I'm going to show you guys now the live betting tool that I created. It actually made us some money yesterday. So let me just show you what that looks like. And again, that's going to be part of the SharpEdge. You can get the SharpEdge for 2 weeks for free. If you haven't done so, guys, make sure to subscribe. Also, check out the free picks. The link is in the description under free picks. So I know there's a little bit hard to see, but let me just kind of give you the overview and then I'll zoom in. So the first thing I look at over here is the line move. It started at a plus 12. It's currently at a plus 5.5. So what this means is that the line already shifted 7 points. Now this is extremely good on the live betting, because sometimes these plus 7s becomes plus 15s, plus 20. And what this means is that if the opening line was plus 5.5 and you're looking at that team, so when this becomes very profitable is that you're looking at the opening line. So let's say, for example, I was looking at the Cavaliers to cover this spread at a 5.5, and then they start losing the game. And then this thing pops up as live betting. Now I can get this, instead of a minus 5.5, I can get the money line on the Cavaliers. And this actually pops up over here as great value. It'll actually tell me these are the current odds for these lines over here. I'm not going to get into all these details, but just trust me when I tell you that it's a very good tool if you understand it, because they're currently losing, or they're going on the under, or they're going on the over on the live betting. This is what the professionals do. They have what's called a sports screen, and this is what this is. And you're able to get these great odds live. So again, this is going to be part of the SharpEdge tool. So if you want to check that out, it's going to be put in there this week. Check that out, 2 weeks for free in the link in the description. I'll explain how to use this tool better later this week as well. But let me just show you very quickly. This shows all the spreads for the college. This shows all the over-unders for college, NBA, and the over-unders for the NBA as well. So again, thanks to Scott that gave me that idea. I've actually cleaned it up a little bit more than what he originally gave me, but he gave me the starting point to come up with this stuff right here. So I do appreciate you for that. Please make sure to subscribe. I really do appreciate every one of you. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers. We're at 4,600 right now. Thank you so much, and let's have a great day.